Texas is not like any other state you've been to. Want to know what's so special about Texas? I'm here at the Texas State Fair to share a little bit about it. The culture, courtesies, and family with over 268,000 square miles in Texas to settle in. Texas is like its own country, and many have actually dreamed of making it that way. Texans get pretty protective of this place. We feel like there's no place like Texas in the world. We have big cities, vast prairie land, lakes, canyons, the beautiful hill country, water holes even, and the ocean on the south side. Many who live here, especially those born and raised in Texas, say they never want to leave. Chief Executive Magazine has ranked Texas the #1 state for business for 18 consecutive years. Families from all walks of life, they live right here in Texas. From the born and raised in Texas to those seeking a new life from across state lines and even the other side of the world, Texas is diverse and welcoming of others. There's still a strong family culture here, especially in the suburbs where young families are attracted because of the great schools and lifestyles. One thing I think is very special about Texas is that neighbors like to hang out. And so, especially in these master planned communities where the homes are kind of closer together, but it's very common for neighbors to hang out just randomly, spontaneously in the evenings. And so many times I'll drive home in the evenings and families are sitting out on their lawn chairs on the front porch, in the front driveway. They could be hanging out in the backyard, but they just like to socialize. And so I think it's funny because many people have beautiful pools in their backyard, and yet they are still just choosing to play out in the front yard with the kids are running around. I'm sure, like many of you, we have neighborhood Facebook groups where just in our street alone, just our cul-de-sac, the neighbors will post, hey, I'm gonna be outside tonight at 7 if you wanna come. And it's just, I just like that culture, that community. I just think it's fun. I think that's special. You may have that where you're at, and if so, put them in the comments below if they do that in your neighborhood. But I do think that's pretty fun. Another thing that's special about Texas is still the cost of living. It's still, according to worldpopulationreview.com, Texas is still at the bottom 50% of the states in the US as far as cost of living. Now listen, inflation has affected all of us. Groceries have skyrocketed. Our electricity bills have gone up. But it's affecting everyone right now, right? But even with all of that, we are still lower than the majority of the states. And this is one of the reasons that many of our clients say they're moving to Texas is for a better quality of life. Another thing I love and I think is special about Texas is our home prices are still quite inexpensive compared to the rest of the nation. Now, home prices have skyrocketed everywhere, but I love that you can still get a starter home for under $300,000 here in Texas, even in the city and suburbs. And I love that if you're looking for a luxury home, you can get so much more for your money in a luxury home here in Texas as well. So I had a client that they're actually retired. They're a retired couple, and they came and bought a beautiful, gorgeous, luxury Mediterranean home. And they were so excited because in my mind, I'm thinking, typically when you're retiring, you're downsizing. But for them, they were upsizing because they said, oh my gosh, we've always dreamed of living in a home like this, and we finally can because the home prices for luxury homes in Texas is that much less. Texas has a state fair every year in the fall, and let me tell you, this ain't no ordinary state fair. There's over 2.2 million people who visit every single year. One of the biggest attractions here at the State Fair is Big Tex. Now listen, it was built in 1952, but he burned down in 2012. And they rebuilt him. He's a little bit taller and he can withstand hurricane winds. Fun fact is Big Tex used to be the world's tallest Santa Claus. They brought him in 1952 and converted him to a cowboy. We have dinosaurs and elephants. The Texas State Fair has it all. One of the most popular foods here at the State Fair is Fletcher's corn dogs. They were brought in 1942, and they expect to sell over 500,000 corn dogs in the 24-day run of being open. I'm here about to eat one of the world famous Fletcher's corny dogs, and you always have to get mustard on it, just say it. But I'm not gonna lie, it feels weird putting mustard on without like a box or something. All right, here we go. It's good. We'd sum up the day at the fair by lots of great food, lots of great rides, even though I didn't ride any, and very, very packed with people. That's all I can say. I don't know. It's pretty tasty. Polish sausage on a stick. What do you think is special about Texas? Put them in the comments below. And if you were thinking about moving to Texas and want to schedule a one-on-one Zoom consultation with one of my most amazing agents, fill out the Dream Home Questionnaire in the link below. An email will be sent and you can schedule the Zoom consultation. And if you're looking at selling a home, fill out the Sell My Home Questionnaire in the link below as well. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.